Oh my gosh, why am I getting upset? Hey guys, and welcome back to the conversation. So I've been having kind of a crappy week. It's just been really long and a lot of stuff happening and trying to figure out everything with work and lots of different things. So I decided to be a bit selfish and talk about something that means a lot to me, and those are my 2 tattoos. I got my first one last June, and then my second one I got just a couple months ago. And I really kind of always been that person. I'm like, oh, tattoos are really cool, but I'm never gonna get one. I don't want to go through the pain, that kind of a thing. But I always really wanted a wrist tattoo, and I knew that I'm going into pharmacy later on in my life, and I work at a pharmacy right now, and that tattoos are not really acceptable in healthcare because they can be offensive, and I guess they just look kind of unprofessional, which I understand, I guess. A wrist tattoo was something that I had kind of always wanted, and one day my sister was visiting, and I said, hey, I really want to go get a tattoo. Let's just go do it, because I'm never going to do it if I don't do it now. And just like my dyeing my hair purple, I figured out a design I wanted, and we went down to High Priestess in Corvallis and had one done. I think tattoos are really cool because they can leave an impression of a memory or a meaning in your life for the rest of your life, and it's basically it's stuck on your body to remind you of what you've gone through. And my 2 tattoos are Disney tattoos. I've already kind of mentioned in my previous video that Disney is a huge part of my life, and it is. I've been to Disneyland over 50 times in my life, which is not exactly an easy feat because I live in Southern Oregon and it's about an 11-hour drive to get down to Anaheim. So Disney has always been a huge part of my life. My parents would probably say from before I was even born, Disney has been a part of my life. It's just where my family goes to vacation. It's like I say, some people go camping for their family trips and we go to Disneyland. It's just what we do. And it's always been that one place that the rest of the world doesn't matter, and we're enclosed in this amazing park and these magical characters and stories, and we just get to have our family time and not worry about anything else. And that is truly the magic of a Disney park, I think. But anyways, so I've been to Disneyland that many times. I've been to Disney World one time. Shout out to Jim for taking us to Disney World. We should go again. And I was raised on Disney movies, like a lot of people were. And on top of this, I'm kind of a history buff, so once I got interested in Disney, I just kind of fell down the rabbit hole, and I know way too much information now. I know way too much about what's going on in the parks and in the movie industries, and oh my gosh, everything you could possibly know about Disney, I'm like trying to find the information. So all of that has always been super important to me, and something that I've loved learning about. For me personally, I know that because I'm going into pharmacy, I don't really have a ton of areas on my body that I can put tattoos that aren't going to be visible. So when I was going to get a tattoo, I knew I wanted a wrist tattoo. I knew I needed it to be just small enough that I can cover it up with a watch if I need to at work, and that if I'm going to get any future ones, I'm really gonna have to think about what I want them to be and what they mean to me. I'd always wanted a wrist tattoo, and I knew that I wanted some sort of Disney thing because it did symbolize so much for me. For me, Disney is family, Disney is love, Disney is magic, Disney is believing and being optimistic about life even when it's hard, and it's overcoming challenges, it's being strong. There's so many words I could use to describe what the Disney name and what the characters and the creations that have come out of the Disney companies really mean to me and how they've inspired me in my life. So I'm getting out of breath talking about it. Let's dive into what my tattoos mean. So I currently have 2 tattoos, and I want to get more. I just need to figure out what I want to get. So I have my very first. It's pretty basic. It's a Minnie Mouse. It didn't really hurt at all. Granted, it's not exactly like a super detail-oriented tattoo. It's just a Minnie Mouse on my wrist. While it can look pretty simple and plain to anyone else, to me, it symbolizes one of my very first trips that I remember going to Disneyland, and the very first Disney costume that I ever got. So when I was like 6, I think, I'm not 100% positive on that. My parents could probably tell you how old I was. But I know Emily was alive, so I wasn't 2. I might have been like 4 or something like that. I was really little. And my parents bought me this really nice Minnie Mouse costume. I'll put a picture of Emily and I together right here. And I was so excited to wear it. And my parents said that every time we were going anywhere, I was telling everyone, I'm Minnie Mouse. And when we get on an elevator and there were people all around me, I'd say, I'm Minnie Mouse to everyone. I was so excited about this costume. So yeah, I still even have that costume. It's in my bedroom at my parents' house, which I stay at over the summer. It's one of my favorite stories that I've ever heard about myself when I was little, and it just means a lot. So it's just a reminder that every day I can be a kid and be excited about the new things that are coming in my life, and to just have so much joy in like the simplest things of just getting a costume that has Minnie Mouse polka dots all over it and just being excited. I'm like getting teary-eyed, you guys, like thinking about all these things. So that's the story of my first tattoo. I'm able to look down at this every day and I'm able to remember all the crazy fun memories that I've made since I was a little girl. That is my first tattoo. My second tattoo you can't see because it is on my back right about here. And it is actually the coordinates of Sleeping Beauty Castle with the second star to the right from Peter Pan. Disneyland has always been my escape. It's my place to really go and just forget about everything that's happening, enjoy myself and enjoy my family, and just have the best time soaking in all the magic and believing in dreams and whatever else you can do. And it's just the best time. And it just symbolizes that Disneyland is my Neverland. It's the place that I don't have to grow up in. I don't have to be an adult in. I don't have to think about what homework assignment I have next or what test I have to take or what's going on at work and how stressful is it there. I just get to be me and I get to just believe. I get to stand in front of a castle and I get to watch fireworks go off, and I get to stand in front of the Rivers of America, or sit in front of the Rivers of America now, and just watch Mickey fight the forces of evil that are in his imagination and how they're taking over his dreams. Or watch an amazing water show that tells the stories of all these characters that I've loved since I was little. Or getting to ride the rides and just seeing all the shows. And guys, everything about Disneyland is just makes me so happy. Sorry about this whole ranting and raving. I just really wanted to talk about something that I loved, because this week has been just never ending and rough on me. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I would love for you to join in on the conversation. What do you guys think about tattoos? Do you have any tattoos? What do you have? Have you ever thought about getting them? What do you think of my tattoos? What do you think of Disneyland, Disney, whatever? Jump in, talk about whatever you want. I would love to hear from you. I'm very excited for next week's video that got postponed, and I'm very sorry for that, and I wish I could be showing you that video. But instead, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you will leave a like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.